Let's talk about brakes today and some of the parts that wear down over time. I'm going to start with disc brakes because that's the most common. With disc brakes, you've got a caliper, and that houses the brake pads. And when you press on the brake pedal, that caliper squeezes together and squeezes the brake pads on what's called a rotor. As that pressure is squeezed on the rotor, you eventually slow down and come to a stop. Of course, brake pads wear down every time you apply the brakes and eventually need to be replaced. As you can see, there's lots of choices out there when it comes to replacement pads. All of these fit the same vehicle, but there's a big difference in price and quality. For most people, your best bet is to install ones that match the quality level and materials used on your original brakes. I want to show you some used rotors, and these all had to be replaced during a brake job, and here's why. Remember, brake pads squeeze against the rotor as you're going down the road and the pads wear out. Well, the rotors wear down as well over time, and if they become too thin, they can't dissipate heat like they should, and they have to be replaced. Now, rotors can also get corroded from rust, and they can also get damaged if you don't get in soon enough when you hear a brake squeak, and the brake pads actually grind down into the rotor. In this case, if the customer would have come in sooner, they could have saved the cost of the rotors in their brake job. Rubber brake hoses need to be inspected as well. They wear out over time and can even burst if they get really bad. That will cause your brake pedal to go to the floor, which will cause your heart rate to go through the roof. Some vehicles have drum brakes in the back, and that means that there's a drum, and the brake shoes actually expand outward as you press on the brakes and slow the vehicle down. Now, these type of brakes have self-adjusters and emergency brake cables in there that can get corroded or need adjustment, so you want to get these checked out often. Even though it might cost you a few bucks to get your brakes inspected, it might save you money over time because your mechanic can check the brake pads and get them replaced before they do damage like this. In the end, it's going to save you money and you won't break your bank. For Channel 6 News, I'm Jim Champion, the Auto Guy.